Hello, Courtney Brickner here with the Crafty Brick. It is Tuesday, which means I'm live here making something that I haven't made yet. So I'm very excited tonight because I have made tumblers in the past. I haven't made these tumblers, and I think they're really cool because they're color changing tumblers. Let me turn this light off. It's bugging me. It's very bright over here. Is that good? Okay, that's still good. Okay, I'm live here on Instagram and YouTube. I've got a helper tonight to assist with questions, so I'm happy about that.
Somebody said I love the new craft room.
Thank you. I love my red. I know I'm filming from a different angle today because I'm going to be printing some stuff. So I thought I'd jump over to this side of my craft room that I just did recently, like a couple months ago, updated that. So very fun. So to start off this project, I'm already a little off because we're doing UV color changing tumblers, sublimated tumblers. And I have no UV light to show you how they change. So, I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose because that is what makes them so cool. These are from 143vinyl.com. I did go outside and test them out. They're very cool. This one is purple and this one is red. So they are really cool. So if you want to see really what it looks like, go to YouTube, and then the cover page on YouTube shows like the difference, how it changed color. I'm also going to be giving both of these away after I make them tonight. So if you would like to enter to win, I will have that information in the description, the YouTube video, and then I'll also have it in the link in my bio on Instagram. So you can try and enter that, and I'm happy to give away. You know, I said this year I want to do more giveaways with Crafty Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. But the thing I'm going to do a little bit different tonight is, since I haven't used these tumblers, if you've made tumblers, you know that not all of them are exactly the same size. They're all a little bit different. So I kind of wanted to just walk you through what I do when I have a new tumbler and how I get the sizing right and how I don't waste my sublimation paper in the process. So that's what we're doing tonight at Crafty Tuesday. If you're new here, welcome. I'm very excited. It doesn't always go exactly as planned at Crafty Tuesday because I'm doing things I haven't done in the past. And when you're crafting, things don't always go perfectly. So this Crafty Tuesday is for me to show you guys the other side of crafting that is not the practiced and perfect things that show up on your social media. So welcome if this is your first time. So don't expect to for me to do everything right. And right now I'm looking for my little tape measure, because when you get your new tumbler, the first thing you want to do is measure it. They're all generally the same, and a lot of times it doesn't matter if you're not doing a full wrap. If you're doing a full wrap, getting the exact size really does matter because you need them to be completely lined up. So this one's about 8.25. And let's see what we got here, 9.25. So pretty similar. I've got other ones that are 9.3 by 8.25. So it's about the same. I'm gonna grab my computer real quick, Kaya, because I want to show them what I'm doing here. So I did this design in Silhouette Studio, and this is super cute. So what I'm hoping for today is to have some black and white designs that when the tumblers change colors, the background is going to be that really pretty color that it pops. So I'm doing black and white flower prints tonight. So I've got my Silhouette Studio here, and I just go over here and I made the width the 9.25 and the height the 8.25. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm just printing this out. I'm not going to use my sublimation paper. I'm just printing it on my regular printer, and I'm gonna print it in black and white. When I'm testing out a new tumbler to see if it works and to see if the size is right, I never use my sublimation paper. I'm not trying to waste it. So I print it out, see if it gets set up correctly. Let me go back so my daughter can have the computer. Okay, there you go, Miss Kaya. And I'm gonna actually turn on my heat press. I'm using the PYD Life tumbler press, and I'm using the, so what I said was I don't waste my sublimation paper. I print it out on my regular printer, but that's not what I did. I printed it out on my sublimation printer. So first mistake already. I don't normally do that. I would suggest that you don't do what I just did and you print it out on your regular printer with your regular paper on black and white ink, just because we're just trying to see if it fits. But that's not what I did. But I did want to mention, I looked up the directions for these color changing tumblers, and they are a little bit different time and temp for what I'm normally used to. So the tumblers that I usually do, I do 365. Where is my little cheat sheet? I have my cheat sheet with all my sublimation settings on here.
Somebody said it happens to the best.
It happens to the best of us. I'm telling you, when you're live, you never know what's going to happen. So my normal tumblers, I do at 365. These tumblers, they're suggested to do at 325. So it's a little bit cooler than typical. So it's a lot of beeping, but we're just getting it down. Let's see, we're going to set the time. We're going to go up just a little bit to 75 seconds. So this was 325 degrees, and it's going to be 75 seconds on both sides when we flip it. So now I've got my good sublimation paper. Let's see if the size is good. The size is actually going to be fine because I'm not doing a full wrap. This one, I got some flowers. There were just some little doodle clip art flowers. I thought they were really cute, and I think they'll be cute on this tumbler when the colors come through. Let me get my lint roller. Things are on the opposite side of the room today. So I'm just going to use my lint roller and make sure I don't have any lint on there. Because if you have done some sublimation and had lint on it, you know that it turns blue. Little blue dots on your project. It's not a good thing. It's a little too big. I'm just going to cut it a little bit more before we tape it on. And right now, like I said, I'm just not being super precise with my cut because it doesn't matter if it touches perfectly because it's not a full wrap. I just put some designs together, and it doesn't even touch all the way on the bottom, I don't believe. I'm trying to make sure that I do have a design there. I don't want part of the design covering the paper. So that's why I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting all the way over, because if part of my image is covering paper on the other, or the paper's covering it on the other side, then my image is going to be cut off. So that's why I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting as close to the flower on this side as possible so that I don't mess that little flower up. Okay, we are good to go here. So I'm going to tape this on. And I don't know, I mean, it said it's just a UV changing. It's not like a heat changing tumbler. I wasn't sure if maybe it would change with being in contact with the heat in the heat press. I'm kind of doubting it, but it was really cool when I took it outside. It changed color immediately when I went out in the sun. So I think that's pretty cool. I haven't made one of these yet. This is from 143vinyl.com. The link for it is in the description below on YouTube, and I will put it in the description on Instagram. Let's see, are we here? We are here. So why don't we... Oh, I forgot to test the pressure first. I don't really like to put it in first while I'm testing pressure. So I'm just going to take this off. I just don't like... I feel like your chances of ghosting increase when you put the tumbler in and push it down, open it, press it down, open it, press it down. I feel like your chances of ghosting when you've got movement like that increase if you don't have the pressure right. What I like to do is you test the pressure before you put it in. Let me get my little tool here to cut this. I think you should have the pressure right when you put it in, and then you only will have to remove or have it move one time. I don't like it moving back and forth. I don't like ghosting, and I've had problems with ghosting. It's not good. So decrease your chances of ghosting. Hey, helper, I see somebody said something and you're on your phone, so you didn't see.
Somebody said, why am I so jealous of your new setup? I love the writing, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Dang it. You guys. So, this one is too big. Where's my heat glove? This one, I was thinking I could do both of them with the bigger tumbler attachment. I cannot. So, I'm going to do this one first because this one does fit in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in first, get this pressure right, and then I'll put the paper on. So I'm just doing the knobs. It's a little too tight right now. You want it to be firm, kind of hard to close, but not too hard to close, okay? That's good right there. So I'm going to take this out. You see when I'm opening and closing, if I had the paper on, the paper would be touching the tumbler, coming apart, touching it, and it increases the chances of ghosting, like I said. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put that one aside. Oops, be careful of the table. Don't have it knocked over. Just so you guys know, these are the Hotteez tumblers, UV color changing tumblers. I have another design that I did, a mandala flower. I also got this one from Creative Fabrica, and the link to that is in the description. Everything's in the description. Let's see, so now I'm waiting for that to cool just a moment because it gets really hot quickly inside that press. I think this one's going to be so cool. It's going to take up the whole tumbler. And I didn't, all I measured for this one was just how tall it was and how wide it could be, because I know that it's not going completely all the way around the tumbler. So it was okay if it wasn't exact. So I just printed it. Let's get our little paper on. I'd like it to be lined up so it's not crooked. Okay. Looking good, looking good. We're gonna make this work. The good thing is this tumbler press, it's easy to switch the attachment. So I'll just go ahead and do that after I finish this one. It's gonna be a little hot, so I'm gonna have to use my gloves there. And put some down the middle. I've actually never done a tumbler where the paper wasn't touching. There's like a little gap right here in this one. Oh, and you know what? There's a little gap, and there's it's just not tight enough. Oh my gosh. You guys. Crafty Tuesday. All this tape. So, here's a little hint. If you are making tumblers and you have a little bit of a gap on your paper there, you are 100% going to have ghosting. It's not good. So I did not make it tight enough. You guys, I normally do not make all of these mistakes. I guess when I'm live, that's what happens. So I'm just taking this off. And of course, I put a lot of tape on this time.
Somebody asked, you always heat the press before you put the cup in it?
I do heat the press before I put the cup in. You definitely want the temperature already there, because when you put your tumbler in, the temperature drops just a little bit. So you want it to be really hot to start so that it can drop in temp, but it doesn't drop that much. If you put it in and you're just starting, you're not going to have it under the heat long enough. It needs to be, in order for the sublimation to work, it has to have constant pressure and constant heat the whole time. So you definitely want to have it hot before you put your press in. Okay. Okay, now we have no gapping on our tumbler. And sometimes I've had people tell me like their tumblers are not working out and they're ghosting, but they do have a little gap in their paper, and that is the problem. Okay, so we've checked the pressure on this one. We're gonna go ahead and put that in for 75 seconds. One little tip that I always do is I put the tape at the top. Every time I'm making a tumbler, I always have it at the top because you need to have it on both sides for the full amount of time. Sometimes I forget which side it's on. So if I know, for me, I always start with it on the top, then I know I can always tell which set of time I'm on. Am I on the first 70 seconds or am I on the second one? Depending on if the tape is at the top or the bottom. So right now, I'm on the first one because the tape's at the top. So if you get sidetracked, you'll always know where you are. So it's just a little tip that I always use whenever I'm making the tumblers. And remove all this extra tape now that I've wasted. I don't really need that. So this one, so a little bit difference in the time for regular tumblers. This one is 325 degrees instead of the 365 degrees. And we will go ahead and flip it over to the other side. And now, like I said, I know it's on the second time because it's the tape is on the bottom. And we can go ahead and get this one ready. Since we do know that the size is good, we're gonna have to switch out this press after we've finished, after that one's finished, because I need to put the smaller, actually what am I doing? I'm not even gonna do that yet because I'm gonna have to check the pressure when I put this one on. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm not going to put that one on yet. So unfortunately, I chose a UV tumbler and it's nighttime and I'm inside. So I can't even show you the full effect of the tumbler, but I can tell you that I took it outside yesterday and it was really, really great. And I'll also tell you that I'm giving these both away so you can have it and you can take it outside and test it out for yourself. And you'll be able to enter the giveaway through the description or through the link in my bio. After this live, I'll place it on there. Okay, let's take this out. And where did my little things go that I just had? Do you see them, Kaya? Oh, right here in front of me. All right, and we'll go ahead and take the tape off and see what is revealed underneath. So I think this is, just a really simple design, but what I think will be really cool is it's black and white, a big black and white flower, but when the color changes, it's going to have that really pretty color background. So that's why I wanted a basic design. I didn't really want to have a lot of colors with this. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. And tomorrow I will go outside so that I can have some UV light, and I'll post a picture of what it actually looks like in the sun. Oh my, look at this. This is a beautiful tumbler. So I love this really nice mandala pattern, and it is going to be so pretty. Let me turn this off. So pretty. The big one is the red. So when it goes out, so it's white now, but when it goes out, and the sun touches it, it's going to be red. So I think that is going to be beautiful. I will show you a picture of it tomorrow, but man, that's sublimated beautifully. It would not have if I hadn't fixed that gapping in the paper. There would have been ghosting, but there's not. It's beautiful. I love it.
And somebody said gorgeous.
I'm gonna have to give this away. I don't know if I want to. Okay. I don't think those are hot. I'm going to unscrew this. I know that heating element is going to be hot, so I need to find my other glove to take that out. So just in case you were wondering how the PYD Life tumbler press, how you change the attachments, I'm going to show you. I wasn't planning on that tonight because I thought I was going to use the same attachment for both the tumblers, but this skinny tumbler is much smaller. So this one is the 20-ounce tumbler, and this one is the 30-ounce tumbler. So this PYD Life can do both sizes. It comes with both of these attachments, so you can just switch them out.
Another person said, I can't wait to see it tomorrow in sunlight.
It's going to be so pretty. I will definitely share it. I'm sorry that I wasn't thinking that whole thing through, like that you wouldn't actually be able to really see what it looks like tonight, but I will show you. All right, let's take this one out. I've unplugged it. You probably don't have to, but I feel like when I'm messing with these things, I like to unplug the machine itself. So this part is hot. I'm not going to touch that. I've got my glove on. I'm just going to set that on there. Okay, now, let's see. I need to get that. Let me get the other tumbler attachment. All right, so I'm going to put this tumbler attachment in. This is not hot, so I'll be able to just attach these screws. You see that is really easy to change out the attachments. I wasn't even planning on doing that, and here I am changing it. and we're moving on to a new tumbler. This tumbler press can actually do many size things. It can do the little glass cans. If you want to see a video I did, I compared a bunch of the mug presses that I have, and this was one of them. So you'll be able to go and see. If you wanted more information about the tumbler press, you can check out and see all the different sizes that it can do and the features of it. All right, this has been changed. What I'm going to do right now, before I even plug it in, I'm just going to check out the pressure. That's way too much pressure, won't even close. So we are going to loosen the pressure with these knobs here. Still too tight. Man, still too tight. Why does it not seem like it wants to close? Oh my, what the heck? Should I have been on the other one, you guys? This thing does not want to close. It's like way too tight. Okay, that's good. Goodness. All right. I think it probably could have worked with the other tumbler, maybe, or the other attachment. Maybe I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I had it not tight enough. All right, we're gonna plug this in. And I need to attach this on the front so that the heat will actually go to the press or to the attachment. Why? What are you doing? Did I have it in wrong? Okay. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Let me see it from this angle. I think I'm putting it in kind of like sideways. Let's see. Okay, there we go. User error. Okay, that's in. I'm going to turn it back around this way. Turn it on. All right, still the same time and temp, so we're good there. And we're going to tape this on. Now we can really tape it on because we've checked the pressure and we're good. And I've done another floral pattern on this one because I'm just thinking it's going to be really pretty.
As we said, getting things lined up is always troublesome.
The what? So,
getting things lined up.
oh, yeah. Especially when you're doing it in front of people. All right, so this one is all taped up. And I'm not doing a full wrap, like I said before, but whenever I do tumblers, I don't usually go and tape the bottom. You know, you see some people wrap around the bottom and tape around the bottom and tape around the top. I just don't do that. I prefer to have, I found when I was doing it, and maybe I was doing it wrong, but when I was doing it, I didn't like how the bottom of the tumbler wasn't really crisp. I felt like there was a little bit of fading at the bottom when I wrapped the paper around the bottom. So I just prefer, this time it's not because I have the design, I don't have the design going all the way to the bottom, so it's just not a big deal. I've got white at the bottom, but usually I just do it right above the bottom so that there's a nice line. Let me see if I have one that has a line. Somebody say something?
Yeah, trial and error. I love Crafty Tuesday.
Trial and error, it really is. So like this is one that I've done. So normally I have just a white line at the bottom of my design because I don't bring the paper all the way down and wrap it around. I do bring it up to the top, but I don't wrap it, and I have no problems. The top of this tumbler is totally, I mean, it's perfect. So I find for me that works well. It's not what everyone does, but that's what I do. I'll put this back in my cabinet, my red cabinet. I love, love, love these cabinets. They're my favorite. Okay, we've taped.
Oh, the tumbler is so pretty.
It is so pretty. I love it. I kind of don't really want to give it away to you. But I'm going to, because you're going to love it. I know you are going to love it too. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, we are set with time here. We're putting this one in. Tape on top to start. Alrighty, my friends. Goodness. Ah! What is this thing doing? Getting on my nerves. Why are you doing that? Acting funny. I don't know. You know, sometimes your tools don't act right. Get on my nerves. It's good though. I do like this tumbler press. But now I'm wondering, like, could I have just used this big one? I don't know. I don't know. We're working though. It's working. So, you can win these tumblers. You can enter via the description on YouTube, via the link in my bio on Instagram. I will have that up after this live. Hopefully Instagram doesn't do me like they did last week and delete my video. They did not let me post it last week. I was not happy about that. So hopefully today everything will get up and running and be on there and it'll be good.
What is up with the tumbler press not wanting you to be great?
Right? Right? That's how I feel. Oh my gosh. Don't want me to be great. Everything's going, you know, fairly smooth tonight and it wants to act up. Okay. 3 seconds left. Let's see what we got here. Come on, tumbler press. Act right. All right, we're going for the second round. And then we'll see what this one looks like. Did somebody else say something?
They said, hello everyone, how is everyone tonight?
Hello, hello, hello. Are you able to see, can you see YouTube at all?
I don't think anybody's commented in
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I love having a little helper. But don't think she's doing this out of the goodness of her heart. She's getting a little pay. I have a little employee tonight helping me out. I try to get her to do it. How much? How much am I gonna get paid for that?
When I said I love your craft firm, you did such a great job.
Thank you.
Another person said it's okay, you were great always.
Thank you. I swear, I really, really appreciate you guys. I get nervous before I come on here because I'm like, oh my gosh, how is tonight gonna go? But then when I'm on here, everything, you know, it's good. Even when things mess up, I just feel like you guys are so supportive. So I love coming on here. So I appreciate all of you for joining me for Crafty Tuesday every week. And next week, I have something exciting. I can't share it just yet, but next week, Crafty Tuesday is going to be a little different. So you definitely will want to tune in. It's something I have not done yet. It's going to be so cool.
I just enjoy your gorgeous creativeness here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so, so very much. Because I appreciate you guys so much, my crafty friends, I'm giving away, I cannot believe I'm giving away these tumblers, you guys. They are so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I need my other glove. Hop up, kiddo, for a sec. Let me see if I can find my other glove because I want to hold it with both hands. Oh, oops. Sorry.
Another person said, I'm so proud of your son. He had a great season.
Oh my gosh. So proud. It was amazing. Look at this, you guys. It's so pretty. I just love all these little floral designs. So this was from Creative Fabrica. It wasn't all together. So it just came with floral like clip art pieces, and I put them all together to make this. And I just love how it turned out. I'm gonna have to make one for myself. So I promise I will show you guys tomorrow what they look like in the sun. I'm sorry that I chose to do color changing tumblers tonight when I can't show you them changing colors.
That's a beautiful, fantastic.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
I'm so excited. So they're very simple designs. They're just black and white, but they are going to change. This one is red. This one is purple. They're going to be fabulous tomorrow. I will show the pictures tomorrow. I will pick the winner on Friday. I'm doing 2 giveaways. I'm giving away both of them. I want to keep them, but I'm giving them away to you. So check the description and see how to enter. And I will be giving these away on Friday, both of them.
Somebody said, wow, and shout out to your helper, and I love it.
Shout out to my helper. Shout out to you, Miss Kaya. Wow. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. This was really fun. And through my mistakes, I think you guys might have learned to bypass some of them when you make tumblers. I will be back here next week. I will not be here at 5:30. Next week is actually going to be changing till noon. I will be on at noon. I know, I'm sorry that that's a big change for those of you that are at work and will not be able to join me at noon, but I promise I will have the replay so you will be able to watch it later, and it's going to be really cool. And it's a very different Crafty Tuesday, and because it's so different, I had to do a time change. But I will be back here next week, and then the following week I will be I'll be here same time, same place, same time.
Somebody said, mistakes, haha, nothing happened. Hooray, yay, great giveaway, and yes, your helper deserves something special, and I agree with that.
Oh, you agree with that? My helper agrees with your compliment. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining tonight. I'm going to go make some dinner, and tomorrow I will share what these look like in the sunlight. They're going to be cool, I know. If you do want to see just kind of what they look like in the sunlight without the design on it, I did go out yesterday and I took a picture. So on the YouTube cover page, you can see what it looks like in the sunlight and just how it changes. So you'll be able to at least see a little bit, but I'm going to show you the actual design tomorrow outside. And then I guess that's it. That's it for Crafty Tuesday tonight. I will be here next Tuesday again.
Thank you both.
Thank you both. Thank you guys. Until next time, stay crafty, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye. Let's see. Log out there. End here.